Hello folks and welcome to New Zealand World Cup 2022 special. Okay, so what's happening is because the World Cup is going on in real life, I figured, hey, the 2022 World Cup's on at the moment in the game. And there's also, and I'll mention that in the group stages, but there's a couple of teams in here that represent a few players in this World Cup. So why not double down on it? So this is the World Cup 2022 special, live and hosted in Australia. So first off, we'll kick into the group stages. We'll go over the group stages. I'll show you who's in what group, and then we'll go through, and obviously everything's played. I will come back, and then we will go over the results. So get your brains racking. Who do you think's in the World Cup? And then once you've seen the group stages, I'll mention that before, but I'm also going to mention it now. Who are your picks? Who do you think will win it? All right, folks, enjoy FIFA 2022 World Cup. Hello, folks. So, as mentioned, this is going to be a World Cup 2022 special. Two reasons. Well, three, really. A, it's hosted in Australia. B, Australia are in there. C, New Zealand have qualified. And D, did I mention a D? We have about 5 players who are in the Australian and New Zealand squads total. So, yeah, it could be an interesting period. So I'm going to go through. This is, as you see, we'll go through and show you the group stages unplayed. And then what we'll do is, once the World Cup's finished, I'll come back and we will cover everything. We'll go through and see what the results were, who qualified for the group stages. And then we'll go on through the rounds. Another reason is because, hey, what's happening in real life? The World Cup. So why not get it done? So we look here. Group A, Algeria, Argentina, Australia, and Honduras. They've already played there, so I was a bit slow off the mark. Group B, Belgium, Denmark, Japan, and Senegal. Group C, Chile, Norway, Portugal, Tunisia. Group D, Brazil, France, South Korea, and Switzerland. Group E, China, Croatia, Germany, and Mali. Group F. Now, all you Kiwis there, this is where it's interesting. England, Holland, New Zealand, US of A. It's going to be a tough group. But in real life, in South Africa, New Zealand were the only undefeated team in the World Cup. So, look it up. It's a fact. Even Spain, who ended up winning it, lost the game in the groups. So can New Zealand surprise again and go through, maybe with 3 points from all draws? Who knows? I'm going to be quietly confident. Kind of hoping the manager gets sacked after this, and then I can put my hand up. Group G, we got Italy, Poland, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. And in Group H, we got Colombia, Mexico, Nigeria, and Española. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a chance. Write down, how about right now, in the comments, put down, do you think Australia or New Zealand will qualify to the second round? And also, who do you fancy right now at this stage to go all the way? All right, folks, we will see you in the future. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the World Cup special. So that's it's all been done and dusted now. So let's go in and have a look at the group stages first of all. And we'll start there with Algeria, Argentina qualifying. Australia pretty much miserably failed, and that's a surprise to me, honestly, there. Belgium and Senegal qualified, Denmark and Japan failing there. Not surprised with Belgium, obviously. Portugal and Chile, Tunisia and Norway, no chance, which is about right. France and Brazil, as expected. Group E, Germany and Croatia qualified. Now, Group F, which was the New Zealand group, England qualified, and then the US of A. I'm shocked there. Holland And New Zealand. New Zealand, I watched the New Zealand games. I actually attended the England and USA game. England game, we ended up losing 3-1. It was 2-1 till the end, and then we conceded. So it was a good showing. The game against the USA, we were pushing for a draw until well and deep until 80th odd minute, and then a goal came out of nowhere. One of those things that your goalkeeper gets the ball passed to him, and it rebounds off his shin and goes to the attacker who just slots it home. The goalkeeper just stands there. One of those F-ups. Anyway, enough. I am hoping the New Zealand manager is under pressure now. Group G, Italy and Uruguay qualified, and of course Spain and Colombia qualified from Group H. So what did you have down there, guys? Did you get any of the picks right? So let's go to a second round now. And you can see over there that Algeria went through, beating Senegal 2-0. Argentina beat Belgium 2-0. Brazil beating Portugal 1-0. France 3-1 winners over Chile. And the US of A 2-0 over Germany. So that's a shocker straight up there. Germany out in the second round. England advancing, beating Croatia 2-0. Colombia beating Italy 2-1, and Spain taking out Uruguay in a 2-1 win. It's getting interesting there, guys. Very much so. Quarterfinals, we see France beating Algeria 3-0. Pretty good for Algeria to get that far. Argentina beating Brazil 4-0. So dominating Brazil there, claiming the rights for South America there. US of A pushing Spain to penalties and just losing out there to Spain. England, after extra time, advancing to the semi-finals against Colombia. Semi-finals, we have France drawing 1-1 with England, and France taking it on the penalties. Once again, England's penalties in the knockout rounds. The ghost of England past come to haunt them. Argentina drew again with Spain 2-2, so another draw, and Spain again going through on the squeaky penalties. So obviously it's going to be France versus Spain, but let's have a look at the third place playoff. England coming third in the world, 2-0 over Argy. So you can't be too shocked there, I guess. And let's go to the final. So France beat Spain 1-0. Let's have a look here and see if we can just go and have a look at the award winners. So let's have a look at Golden Boot. Javier Timpanaro from Argentina, 6 appearances, 7 goals. Second place was Morata with 6 goals, and third was Adama Nanin from Mali, 3 goals. So interesting there, interesting to be sure. Goal of the tournament. Best young player of the tournament was Gustavo Suarez from Colombia. And the best player was voted Harry Kane for England. 7 appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7.51. Followed by Paul Pogba from France and Emmanuel Mamana from Argentina. And the best goalkeeper, Alphonse Areola from France. So that's it, guys. That's the wrap. Once again, over and done. The winners for the World Cup 2022 were France beating Spain 1-0. England getting to the semi-finals and just losing to the penalties again, but managing to beat Argentina 2-0 in the third, fourth place playoff. So topping out there, the third in the world. All right, folks, I'm Parkera. I hope you like this little special. Like I said, I did it because, well, it's the World Cup, and it's the World Cup now in real life. And also because we had Australia, but mainly because we had New Zealand in the group. I'm going to go and check that New Zealand thing and see if the guys got a bit of pressure on them, and maybe see if I can take the job. But, all right, guys, next episode you should see will be the season preview and, transfers and covering things like that. More details to follow. Cheers, guys.